Hi, welcome back to MRTV. It is my big pleasure to finally again talk with Kevin Henderson, former COO of Pimax and now the president and founder of Ingenius VR. So, Kevin, how are you doing?
Hey, Sebastian, how you doing, man? I hadn't seen you in
Good.
a while.
You know, it's been a year since we met in Las Vegas, and lots of
Yeah,
things
in the
have
Pimax
have
booth.
exactly have
Yeah,
changed. So I'm excited to find out what you're doing with your new business. You're still in touch with Pimax,
sure.
but
I'm
you've
a
now, yeah, you're still
consultant
working with
with them.
them
Yeah,
exactly. But you're running your own very successful business called Ingenius
yeah.
VR,
It
and
took all my
you're going to.
time.
It takes all your time, and you're going to help people who want to buy a Pimax in the States to get one,
Yep.
including U.S. service, which is a big
Yes.
thing in my opinion. Tell us about it
Yes.
more.
Well, we started Ingenious years ago to originally to help Pimax engineer software that were specially made for wide field of view headsets, and that's so we started it back in 2018. But then it grew and grew, and it became a larger engineering company. Ended up with quite a few employees, and it became over the years it became my primary thing. And we ultimately struck a deal with Pimax to be with a new category of partner called the Premier Partner Program.
Okay,
We're the only one,
you're
and
the only seller of Pimax headsets in the States, right?
we're called the Premier Partner,
Okay.
which is allows us to help them with the warranty and help them do some
Ah,
other things. Uh, but um, but basically, it allows us to sell the headsets, and we're doing a pilot project to see how well it works and how much we can help people if this is a benefit. And the main thing is people can get their headsets shipped directly from the United States. They can
oh,
get
that's better.
support right here, local support. They get to talk to a real person. If you need something shipped, you can get it done right away. There's no
A
gauntlet
real
of
American
chat.
person.
Yeah, and
That's a
plus,
good thing. That's a
we're
plus.
we got a lot of experience. We've got 6, 7 years of experience with these
Right.
headsets, so we know we can help people in ways that to help them get started and kind of hassle free. The other thing we're doing is we hand test all the headsets. We take them out, we fire them up, make sure there's no dead pixels. Things that can happen in
Perfect.
shipping from China, the United States, you can have shifting, and we check to make sure that every box has everything in it. We we make sure that everything is working 100%, no dead pixels, no
No lens
problems,
problems. Okay, yeah, that's
no
huge
scratches on the
actually.
lens, and make sure everything's in
Perfect.
there.
Well,
And then,
that
of
is
course,
such a
if
good
something
idea.
was to be a problem, we can fix it right away. You can get a replacement in a day.
Wow.
We're easy to contact. you know, and we also work during the day, which would be,
Yeah.
regular everyday hours. 9 to 5. You can contact us. Of course, we'll answer emails and chat after that as
Wow.
well.
That
So
is
the
that is
idea
so
is to
good.
try to streamline
Yeah.
the availability of the headsets and the support. A lot of people, uh, if you read some of the messages on some of the YouTube videos are saying, hey, they had, sometimes it can be
Yeah.
a struggle occasionally, and or more than occasionally sometimes. And I think we can solve that. And years ago, we started something like this under the Pimax. And if you recall, we had a whole video about something like this years ago, and it
I
worked
can
really
remember.
well. And
Hmm.
but it happened right before COVID, and we had to close it down because of COVID.
Ah, okay. Wow.
And
Well,
but then now this is the same thing, except it's not actually part of Pimax. It's a separate company, so there's no approval process.
ah,
There's no there back then there was an approval process to get things repaired, replaced, shipping, all that.
right,
We had to go through this process with the home office in Shanghai. And
right.
now we don't have any. There's no process. It's super simple.
Kevin, I'm really happy to hear this. Basically, what you're
So
saying, you're running the show, which is a good thing. I'm really happy about
yeah,
it. So, when you
yeah.
told me about this idea and about this business, yeah, I was very excited because I think that's exactly what is missing. That is exactly what people want. They want to simply
I,
buy it from the US, or for me in Germany, they actually want to buy it from Germany, And in the
yep.
States, it's the same thing, right? And
Oh,
then
no doubt.
And then finally, to get somebody that you trust to really do the quality control. Like, unfortunately, they still lack a bit. They're still sending out some units which are not perfectly great, and then you are so unhappy that you're happy that you get your device from China, then you open it up, or it doesn't work, or there's something with the lenses. So it's so good.
And the thing about it is,
there's the company who does this, and you can trust it will work.
I think the biggest thing about this is you can get your any issue resolved instantly.
That's great.
I can ship devices. My team my team has over 50 people, and so we have a very good ability to assist and help and ship and get things done. And I think that that is probably, if you read what people say, that's 90% of it, that kind of thing. And when they run into a problem or an issue, so I think we can solve that aspect of it. And the other aspect of it, of course, is when something does go wrong, and there's something wrong with a piece of the headset, that's something we can resolve very quickly. So
that is great. So the pilot project, you're having like a limited amount of Pimax crystals right now. Right? And that is a great thing, because actually the Pimax crystal currently you cannot get a hold of it. The original the original one,
which is really unfortunate considering the new wireless wireless adapter.
That's the point. So the wireless adapter is coming out, and if you want to get a Pimax crystal to use it, and that's the only headset that you can use it with, you cannot buy it. But gladly, there's Ingenious VR. So if you have a few units,
we have them in stock. We do. We have units in stock, and if the pilot is successful, we'll also add the Super.
Oh wow, that would be great. I think the demand will be quite big for a US-based Pimax Super that people can just buy, and that's it.
And have it where there's no. I think most time when someone, people just don't want to run the gauntlet of trying to. Get support and try to find out who to talk to and try to find out what tier of support to talk to and all of those kinds of things. And when they do decide to ship, there's an approval process and
got it.
And that can take a lot of time. And also the holidays don't match up and the hours don't match up. Of availability. And I think
it makes sense to
all of those kinds of issues go away under this program.
Right. So tell us about your this pilot program now. So you have like Pimax crystals that people can buy now, right? Once this publishes.
We also have all the accessories. We have the face plates. We have the Lighthouse face plates. We got the DMAS. We got the top strap, the upgraded top strap. Everything from the face foams to the replacement cables. We've got the whole gauntlet of pieces for it, and then we'll have the wireless adapters when they ship coming up.
That's great. So let's talk about what people can buy now for this pilot project. I'm just looking at your spreadsheet that you sent to me, and people can buy some bundles, which is cool.
Yes.
If they just want the crystal headset only, right? They can get it.
That's another advantage. Is that you can get the bundle exactly the way you want it. So let's say
that's cool.
you have an HTC headset right now, and you want to move to a crystal, and you already have the lighthouses and you already have controllers, and you just want a plain crystal with the faceplate and nothing more. You don't want to have to buy all these extra pieces that you're not going to use. You don't have to do that. You can just get the crystal just by itself with the faceplate, or you can get the crystal with the faceplate and the DMAS in a bundle, and so you can get those three together. And that way you don't get these useless controllers that you don't need.
Right.
And you don't pay for an extra faceplate for the optical tracking that you don't need, you don't want. So so you save some money, and you also don't have a whole bunch of pieces that you don't want. Yeah.
I love these customized bundles. So I'm just looking at the crystal headset only. Normally cost $1,299, but because I'm just looking at it, you have a special price now, I believe, for this special deal, and it's cost now only $1,199. That
Right.
is a good price. That is a very nice price for this headset only. So, and then just think about it for the people out there. You get the U.S. service. Like somebody's there who's going to help you and really exchange stuff if something's wrong. But everything has been quality checked.
Yep,
Nice.
you get a real person at our in our Florida office, even me a lot of the time, and I'm happy to help. We can. Is there ever a problem? First of all, I can walk you through how to how to set things up. We can do that. We can also, if there really is some kind of technical problem, I can even cross ship where we ship you the headset and then you ship the other one back, and we don't have to wait.
Right.
So I can
Right.
do a lot of things that make this whole process a lot more friendly. And
That is, I think,
and of
that
course,
is
there's
exactly
no
what
shipping
they
something
need.
all the way to China,
Yeah.
which that's very
Right.
scary for a lot of people. Having to ship something, get a label, and ship it to
Right.
China. It's no fun.
No, no.
So
And also, like receiving goods from China, it might be a problem soon with taxes and tariffs. So your
yep,
devices that you have, they are now in the States,
yeah, they're in
right?
stock.
They're
Right,
on stock. People can just buy them and go to ingeniusvr.com. That's the website.
right. And the
I'm
other thing I
showing it
would
right
mention
now. Yeah.
is that we're focusing on some commercial applications also. And
Okay.
so with the commercial applications, so if you're a business and you are, like an LBE, and you're setting up, an event, or if you're setting up it as a business where you're charging for time, whatever. If you're a library, whatever it is that you might be doing, we in many cases will help you set it up for free.
Oh wow,
And
that's cool.
yeah, we'll do all the basic setups as part of the purchase and just to get you going. And of
Right.
course, if it gets to be something lengthy, we have to program something or something like that, then maybe.
And
But
you have the
there'd be
people to do
some.
that as well. Yeah.
We do. We have a whole team of engineers that write software that specialize in Pimax and other headsets too.
Hmm.
And we've been doing it for years, and that is our bread and butter is writing VR software. So
Okay, great.
yeah.
So, so it's not only, but it's not only B2B. You also want to reach normal paying customers, gamers. You also want to sell them to
Yeah.
those, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're focusing on businesses, but we're not restricting
Right.
the purchases. It's just we really hope to attract some businesses into the Pimax
Of
ecosystem.
course.
It's kind of difficult for business to operate when under the original system that Pimax had with working out of China and
Right.
having you need a lot faster turnaround times and support to run an
Hmm.
LBE,
Right.
um, and to have a business that actually relies on VR headsets 24/7 or whatever your hours are, but you
Yeah.
really can't be down the next day if something's wrong. So a
Yeah. I'm
lot of
just
people
thinking
use
about it.
HTC. A lot of people
Right.
focus on HTC because they're very good at that
Doing
aspect at
that
the
thing.
LBE. Yeah,
Yeah. That makes so much sense. I'm just thinking if I would invest into an LBE and get all these headsets and something's wrong, and well,
right.
I'm dependent on the service of Pimax, well, I would probably think twice if I really want to do that, even though the headsets are superior, right, in terms of visual clarity. So
And
yeah, but
and not only
now
that, we
it
have
might
all the
change with you.
parts. If you need to replace all the replaceable
Yeah.
parts, things like the foams and the straps and the cables and all of those kinds of things. And of course, with the AirLink, with the wireless, that'll be really good for
Oh,
LBEs too.
right, right.
LBEs will love
Cool.
that.
That is so good news. So everyone in the US who wants to work with Pimax now can work with
Yeah,
you.
they can.
That
Yeah,
is basically the
they can.
message of this video,
That's pretty
which is
much
a nice
it.
thing to do. Yeah, that's cool. So, but anyways, for people who are looking for that original crystal, now they know
Yep.
where to get it. Ingeniusvr.com. You can get it, but I must say that the numbers are kind of limited, right? So
Yeah.
if they want it, they should really like hurry up to get one of those that you have,
I,
right?
yeah, we have.
A
So
couple.
we had some that were dedicated for some of the commercial businesses that we work with, and then we broke out a few dozen for this for opening it up to additional people.
Right.
And we have more coming in. We actually have some additional units coming in as well. And so if I need to break out more, if I need to do if we've sold them all and we need to do replacements, that'll be no problem because we have additional units coming in for our other business.
Okay,
and,
good.
So
good
it's
to
no
know.
problem.
Okay, perfect.
And so we'll have a supply, a really strong supply for a long time.
All right.
So
Okay, that's great to hear.
And then next
Perfect.
year, in the likelihood that we add the Super, we'll maintain the big thing about it is I wouldn't want to have it. What worries me, I'll just tell you real quick before I
No problem.
elaborate a
we
little
can
bit
keep
more.
we can keep on talking. It's fine.
Just real quick on the Super, my concern isn't picking it up or not. I definitely want to pick it up, and I think it's good.
Same here.
It's kind of a no-brainer to do so because it's an upgrade for sure. But of course, it can't do wireless, and
right.
and there's that aspect of it. And but the thing, and it doesn't have replaceable lenses. It has the whole thing comes out. You replace the entire module. So if you scratch a lens on a regular crystal, you can just get another lens and put the same lens back in. So if you have glasses or something and you end up scratching it, you can fix it easy.
Yeah.
But the Super, I was worried about, just how many would be available so that if I was to carry it, I want to be able to take care of our customers. That's fundamental to me. So if I don't have but say 2 or 3 or 5 of them and we sell them all, I don't have any, and I don't have any replacements. I wouldn't want to carry them until I had a really good supply.
Come on. Yeah, right.
And the ability to instantly, ship somebody another headset when if there's a problem. So I want to make sure that we don't have anybody who says that we didn't take care of them.
Okay, I love that attitude. That's exactly the right attitude. And people will absolutely appreciate it, I'm sure. Probably my last question for you. So
sure.
When people buy the Crystal and perhaps the Super in the future, it is not going to be that kind of Prime model, right? They just buy the whole thing from you?
The famous Prime model. Yeah.
I'm laughing about it. But people
I
want to
knew
know.
that was coming.
So they just buy it, right? It's theirs directly.
Correct. I'm not into that. So it's going to just be, I imagine there are people that could benefit by that. But I think in our case, we're just going to sell the headsets.
Right.
It'll just be a flat out purchase. It'll just be, you own it. And if I can't make a deal,
the right thing to do.
And if I can't, and if that's, that's another thing, I want to make sure that when you buy it from us, that there's no scenario where where Big Brother could deactivate it or something.
That is so reassuring. So I must tell you, I would buy my Super from you.
Yeah, I won't carry it if it's
if that talks to China.
Yeah, I don't mind. There's 2 ways something can talk to the mothership, right?
Right.
One would be when it's just exchanging the hardware information so that they know what version of the firmware to send back. So the firmware in all these devices are very complex. And so when they send the firmware down, it has to flash it has to split it up and flash multiple things. And it's actually more complex than it may seem. And so with something as complex as these devices are, you have to know what version every little piece is that's in the headset because the hardware changes a little bit over time, and so it has to communicate that to sync up what firmware to get.
Right, but disabling is another story.
Yeah, but the contact the mothership to find out if you can operate.
Yeah, that's
to
a different
me
thing.
is a whole nother thing. Right.
Yeah, agreed.
But so, and I can imagine if someone could get in and they just don't have the money to make that initial purchase and this lower price, this front end price, it may enable some people to get the headsets that couldn't get
True.
it. But I think,
why not use it?
I think that most
installment
people
plan.
that are buying a Super, right, have a 4090.
Agreed. Agreed.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Most people, I mean, and if you
here.
have a $5,000, $4,000 PC, I'm not sure that reducing the price by $500, making it $999 versus $1,599 or whatever
Makes
it is,
a big difference, right?
it is enough to motivate you to buy it where you wouldn't before.
Right. And then coming with all the baggage, right? With anyways. Yeah, and, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure
that's just my opinion.
Same, we agree on that. It's also my opinion.
We've actually, over the years, you and I have been pretty
on the same page most of the time.
Yeah,
exactly. So very cool to see that you're running this cool business. And well, if I was in the States, I would absolutely buy my Pimax stuff from you. There's no question about it.
I would say this too. We have a showroom that we're opening up. I mentioned this to you. We're building, constructing headquarters.
Great.
It's a 15,000 foot headquarters showroom facility.
Cool, congrats to that. Well, that is huge,
and people will be able to come visit and see and do the demos and be able to test all the hardware, check out the new headsets. We'll have a bunch of setups, and that's going to be open in only 5 weeks now.
Wow,
around that.
That is exciting. That is cool. Congrats on that, man. That sounds fantastic.
And it would have already been open now, but we had 2 hurricanes here in Florida.
Yeah, I know. That's so.
And that was a real adventure.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, by the way, now I'm thinking about one more question. Now that you're here,
sure.
What about if somebody from outside of the U.S. wants to buy from you? Yeah, there might be people who just want to buy from you, man, from the States. Is it possible?
Ship to Mexico and Canada.
Okay.
So there's that. So
okay,
if you're in Mexico or Canada, we can help you.
Good. Yeah.
We can do. Outside the United States, not yet. I don't.
Okay.
I think that I don't want to get into a situation where I could potentially hose somebody. Where I can't.
Yeah, right.
That makes customs
sense.
And
right.
Where there are fees and costs.
Okay. But Mexico and Canada is no problem.
Mexico and Canada I've been dealing with for years. And it's very easy for us. But sending out to Europe or other places, it can be problematic occasionally. So
right, got it.
Yeah. Plus, our deal with Pimax is for North America. So
okay, that makes sense. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Cool, Kevin. Thank you so much for your time and telling us about the good news. Yeah, absolutely.
Always enjoy
to meet you.
Always enjoy talking to you.
Vegas. Yeah. Same
here.
That was
hopefully we get to say hello while we're there. I'm sure we will.
Probably we will meet each other at the Pimax booth or somewhere.
Sure.
Who knows?
Most likely.
Anyways,
so every year we've been doing it. So
yeah. So thank you so much for your time. I'm excited about Ingenious VR, and I'm sure that our viewers are as well. So viewers out there, you can get the crystal and very cool, cheaper bundles of the crystal now on ingeniusvr.com. Check it out. The link is down in the description of this video. And hopefully this pilot project is going to work well. I have a feeling it is.
I saw a lot of people in the messages in some of these videos saying they were trying to get it and couldn't. I counted at least 10 people. So
same here.
If you're still out there and you don't have it yet, this is your chance.
Yes, get the crystal now as long as you can, and you're going to get US support, probably even directly from Kevin Henderson. Wow,
I'm happy.
What's
to
not
help.
to like? Okay, Kevin.
Thank you guys so much.
And talk to you soon.
Really appreciate
it.
Bye-bye.